Cek. Halo semuanya, selamat malam. Hehehe. Aduh, aduh. Udah mulai kayak enak nih badan nih habis divaksin. Hari ini kita ngelanjutin lagi ya si Babang Sherlock. Bang nama itu ini. Kita sekarang ada di chapter 4. Kita tuh kemarin disuruh ngapain nih, guys? Oke, who is the Jawa seller? Kita mesti nyari tahu ya. Berarti kita mesti ke bank. Ke Harbor Master bisa masuk kan kita? Nggak bisa. Ada Union Station. Malam semuanya, halo. Mana banknya? Ini bank. Police Department. Nggak bisa. Kalau gue lihat di map kelihatan nggak banknya kayak apa? Kayak bisa ke dalam dikit kita. Malam itu Cardana. Oh, di banking house nih.
Mr. Frank Barnaby, right? Auction's about to start.
Frank Barnaby. Rupiah, oke. Something in the pocket sandwich. Barang aja pakai real character, is a real character. Dia orang bodoh atau dia critical thinker, guys? Aku berpikir dia orang bodoh deh.
In the flesh. Now, if you'll excuse me.
Well, hold up. Written invitation first.
Can I present another piece of identification?
Nope. That's why we send the invitation.
Kita butuh invitation sekarang.
Holmes, over here. Any luck?
None. They're holding an auction, invitation only. The good news is, I know who might have one. We need to find Mr. Barnaby.
Who?
Kita mesti
Frank
nyari
Barnaby, most
Frank
likely a local.
Barnaby.
And do you think Mr. Barnaby will be happy to share his invitation?
Let us first find him, then we can see if he is the generous type.
Oke. Tapi di mana kita bisa mencari yang namanya Mr. Frank Barnaby?
Marvelous, Holmes. A city within a city.
Indeed, those lanterns are delightful. It is as though we have been transported to the Orient itself.
Chinatown. Mas?
Is this familiar to you?
I'm bone tired, but yes, I'll help you.
The locals say that he owns a shop in Chinatown called Barnaby Hidden Gems. Okay. Chinatown Barnaby Hidden Gems.
Locked. No one's here.
Di dalam.
Rather unassuming for a jewelry store.
Damn. He at it again. Barnaby still owes you. If he can't pay in greenbacks, he'll pay in blood.
Kikir juga kan nih. Nggak bisa bayar. Abang ngomong sama dia.
May I ask for your assistance?
I'm bone tired, but yeah, I'll help you.
The gentleman say that Barnaby owes the money. He is non-alcoholic. Oh, kang minum. Currently getting drunk at the local bar called the Gidicator in the Creole Quarter. He can be recognized by a yellow hat and a green jacket. Topi kuning, jaket hijau. Creole Quarter. Ini kali ya, kesini kali ya. Oh ini, ada tandanya.
This place. There's a Spartan charm, does it not?
It does. My soul will always yearn for London's gloom, but it reminds me of Cordona in a nice way.
Gigi terbar. Mana nih? Tapi kuning, jaket hijau. Mas.
Barnaby,
Bisa nyolong kah kita?
unconscious but with his eyes open.
Ini dia si jali-jali. Invitation to the auction. Rare extraordinary black opals. Apa satu lagi?
Look, Watson. The two of you are just alike.
Oh, dia mirip
Oh,
langsung.
great. So I look like a haggard alcoholic. Eureka! What have you got?
An idea. First, we'll need Mr. Barnaby's clothes.
Kita colong kah bajunya?
Holmes.
Watson, time is of the essence. You will go to the bank, not as yourself, but as Frank Barnaby.
Holmes, we look nothing alike.
The hat and coat will do the heavy lifting. Just stay cool, play the part, and no one will notice the
Alam
difference.
Rahman.
Trust me.
Holmes, must we really indulge in this farce?
It worked in Switzerland, didn't it?
Sure, if you redefine the word worked.
Berarti kita sekarang ke bank ya. Kasian banget Dr. Watson. Dipakai
Where's my
terus hidupnya.
cash, Frank? In the bartender's tip jar?
Maaf bang. Aku bukan Frank bang.
Where's the money, Barnaby?
Ntar ya bang ya, aku nyari
I'll
uang
wait
dulu
here
bang.
so as not to arouse suspicion.
Mr. Barnaby.
Right you are. Shop owner.
Right. Your invitation, sir?
Here you go.
You okay, sir? Seem to have the jumps.
I'm in a rush.
Come on in.
Aksen London ini tidak terdengar ya.
Heavens, I never seen gems so big.
I simply...
Banking house and really hosting, although the bank doesn't disclose the origin of it, and the bank clerk, Mrs. Zoe Clemens, has confirmed the authenticity of each
must
stone.
have them.
Kita ngapain sekarang?
Can I ask you a question?
You better ask someone else about that.
Tampin dulu.
Sorry, I'm just dealing with another client's request. Please wait a moment.
Black opal, origin Australia with 40 carats, rare stone blitters. Origin Australia. Oh sama, semuanya dari Australia berarti ya.
This might be useful. I'll make a note.
The banking house had anything in fine philanthropist Armitage. Arnes and Atkinson. Banyak A-nya nih. Oke. Carter juga ada tuh R. Oke. Belum mulai tapi auctionnya. Oh beda lagi ini baru. Oke Renes. Udah kan?
Morning, sir, and welcome to the E.W. Gray Banking House. The auction will begin shortly. Name's Zoe Clemens, and I'd be delighted to help you.
Pleasure to meet you, Miss Clemens. I am Frank Barnaby. I do have some questions, if you don't mind.
Apa?
These
Batunya ada
gems are
apa?
rather curious. What can you tell me about them?
These rare beauties are black opals, all the way from Coober Pedy, South Australia. When they catch the light, the dark stone becomes a brilliant rainbow. It's something special.
Okay.
Forgive my curiosity, but Who was the previous owner?
Sir, I ain't at liberty to disclose them details.
It doesn't say where these stones came from. No provenance, no previous owner. I'm starting to suspect they were illegally procured.
What? We would never. I can assure you these gems were bought from one of New Orleans' most upstanding citizens, a philanthropist no less. If you would like to know more, I could get my manager.
You old dog, Barnaby. Didn't think you'd sober up for the auction. An hour ago, you were 3 sheets to the wind.
Oh, you know, I hold my liquor better than most. And the auction was an important business opportunity.
An important business opportunity. Ha.
Ketahuan,
What
bro.
have you done with the real Barnaby?
Well, maybe I'm drunker than I thought, mister.
Mister? What's wrong, Frank? You're looking pale. Don't you recognize your old pal, Grub?
Dia sheriff, bos. Oversize hat. Dia sheriff. Outdoor pose. For appearance. Questionable or hates getting dirty. Kayak dia fashionable menace deh.
Of course I know you, Sheriff.
Good. Now, while I have you, there's the matter of your outstanding fines. I've been more than reasonable, but I'm afraid the bills come due.
Fines? Right, I'm afraid I don't have anything on me.
That's funny. Ain't you at the auction? I weren't born yesterday, Frank. Now, assault, battery, disorderly conduct, that's
Hari-hari.
serious stuff. You got off easy, but if you don't pay up, things get a whole lot worse.
Look, Sheriff, I'm not actually...
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Think careful now, 'cause Frank Barnaby only owes us cash. But fraud, impersonation, that's weasel behavior. And you know what we do to weasels round these parts. Feed 'em to the gators. So, Frank, what's it gonna be?
Here's all I have.
Brengsek. Kita di blackmail.
Mighty fine of you. The people of this parish deserve peace. They don't take kindly to visitors. Don't miss that boat tomorrow morning, Doctor.
Oh, kita ketahuan, cok, anjing. Emang Sherlock bikin capek.
I told you, Holmes. I told you it was a bad plan. Now we're penniless and wanted criminals.
Hysteria gets us nowhere, Watson. Tell me what happened.
The sheriff saw right through me. He knew who I was from the start. Extorted me for every coin I had.
Bah, all that matters is what you learned about the gems.
I shan't discuss it while still wearing that blighter's clothes. I'm going back to the boat to get changed.
Ganti baju kah kita? Ganti baju deh kita. Aduh. Duel. Sini. Nggak punya marane. Iya. Nah iya, Holmes nggak ke orang goblok semua tuh gimana, bingung gua. Mana nih? Sini ya? Baju kita di mana, Bang?
No, no. Was that your luggage again? I don't understand.
Capek.
We just got it back. in order.
Capek, bajunya dicemplungin ke air. Terus gimana?
No, I think the look actually compliments you. Why bother changing it?
Gimana dong?
It was like the luggage had legs of its own. Oh, Mr. Pratchett will have my head. How am I gonna fish him out? Anyone got a net?
Apa kamu salah? Nggak tahu deh.
I know how this looks. Twice in one day. What are the chances?
Bang, terus baju gua
I know
gimana,
how this
Bang?
looks. Twice in one day. What are the chances?
The pox on the crew.
Bang, baju gua gimana, Bang?
I know how this looks. Twice in one day. What are the chances?
The pox on the crew.
Satu dokumennya. Oh, ini ada baju.
Oh, bollocks, now our clothes are in the bloomin' water.
It was like the luggage had legs of its own. Oh, Mr. Pratchett will have my head.
I ain't sure what you did to the sheriff, but it must have been something real hairy to have him chuck your luggage off the pier.
Ini sheriffnya dibuang.
Have we met before?
If you were the real Frank Barnaby, yeah, we would have. But where are my manners? I'm Lucy. And you are?
John, I didn't mean to be rude. I've just had a difficult day, miss.
Well, it's barely noon. And you've already made an enemy in Sheriff Grubb. The man starves his gators just in case someone crosses him. John who?
Watson.
Well, Johnny, if you plan on sticking around, you better change that suit, or Frank's reputation will catch up with you. And then you'll be a John Doe.
Alas, I think one of those gators is currently devouring my spare clothes.
You've got yourself in a fine pickle. All right, come on board the Nymph of Louisiana, and I'll sort you something to wear.
The nymph? Is that what it sounds like? Why are you helping me?
Well, let's just say you ain't the only one who's had run-ins with the sheriff. Way I see it, this city deserves better. Now quit your stalling and head on over to the Nymph. I'll be in room 6.
This Mr. Barnaby is proving rather useful. Perhaps you're not so different after all.
One more word, Holmes, and I'll hand you over to the sheriff.
Sorry, was that John talking or Frank?
Oh, go annoy someone else while I visit the nymph.
Berarti kita mesti ke Nymph. Gimana ya? Ini mentok. Scanning Factory, Blackwood. Holmes rese. Kan emang gitu orang-orang Inggris dari dulu ya udah sarkas banget hidupnya. The nymph of boat. Oke, berarti di air. Pulang, Wi. Lo mengganggu experience penonton nih. Yes. Tunggu bentar. New Orleans Union Station. Itu bukan nymph. Si bang. Nymph of Louisiana. Oh ini. Kata di samping ya guys. Gimana gua kesananya anjir? Loh. Kalau sini.
Always a pleasure to see you regular, Mr. Barnaby. Welcome home.
Ternyata tempat-tempat beginian.
Well, look at you. All dressed up with nowhere to go.
I can't thank you enough. As I was saying, our journey has hardly gone to plan. We seem no closer to finding our missing people than when we left.
Well, if there were anything to know, Champagne'll know it. She's across everything in New Orleans. Look for her in the fisherman's village behind the Creole Quarter.
Thank you again, Lucy. I shall make my way there now.
Good luck, Johnny. Keep out of trouble.
Lucy said to Lucy Champagne lives in the fisherman quarter behind the Creole Quarter. Creole Quarter tuh ini, berarti ini.
Forgive me, Watson. The difference is plain as day. What a remarkable transformation from Barnaby.
If we're critiquing wardrobes, Holmes, maybe you can explain why you used to roll just one sleeve up. Did you get bored halfway through?
Hari-hari berantem mulu sama Holmes ya. Lari, lari, lari. Nih kan, terusnya gue udah nyampe dong. Masuk kali ya, mesti masuk kali ya. Mas, misi mas.
May I ask for your assistance?
Oh, I've heard talk.
Makasih mas. In a hut on a boat, she owns 2 dogs. In a hut on a boat, owns 2 dogs. Ini kan? Suara anjing. Misi ibu.
Tocqueville? Lafayette! Hush now. No offense, Sheriff. Them two don't take kindly to gents, especially foreigners. How can Champagne help you? Trip to the bayou? Feeding a huge crocodile?
Crocodile?
Some other time, perhaps.
Masih makan hasta.
Word has it, you know everything that goes on round these parts.
Maybe, maybe not. What you want to know?
The bank in town recently purchased a valuable collection of gemstones from a wealthy man. What do you know of it?
Sure. I hear everything. This time I tell you for free. Next time you pay.
Thank you.
May have been 1-2 weeks ago. Rich man's butler sold him some black opals.
And this rich man is?
Don't know his name, only that he from the French Quarter. Folk back in town could take you there. That's all I know.
French Quarter berarti
You
Roy
need a
Carter
boat?
nggak sih? Seinget gue tadi.
I hire him out for
R.
dollars.
Carter ya.
Or a bottle of you know what.
Thank you for the offer and the help.
Ada tahu siapa berarti. Ini bukan. Oh, trailer. Oh, ternyata Arneson. Ya. Terus kita for Arneson. Ngomong ke siapa? Gue ngomong ke dia lagi.
Careful. Nolans may look welcoming,
ke
but not every
Watson.
smile is friendly.
I feel much better in this suit, even if it is not mine.
Bukan. French Quarter yang mana guys? Ini Chinatown. Ini Creole Quarter. Ini kah French Quarter? Kayaknya ini deh. Coba. French Quarter. Tutup tapi bang. Mesti nanya ke orang-orang kayaknya. Mas. Oh, mas. Parah nggak masuk. Chinatown.
Is this familiar to you?
I'm bone tired, but yes, I'll help you.
So just using a cab near the Harbor Master Building to travel to French Quarter. Oke. Detailnya nggak guys.
Got a spot in mind.
French Quarter, and get us there fast.
Oh, kita masih nyari Arneson.
You know, Watson, the opulent mansions and stifling heat remind me of my time in the Mediterranean.
Cordona does sound rather magical. Do you think you shall ever return?
I don't know. That place was home to some of my greatest memories and some of my lowest moments.
Kan nanya semua orang kah? Kayaknya nanya semua orang deh. Tadi ada orang di depan. Kita mesti cari mentionnya dulu.
May I ask for your assistance?
I'm bone tired, but yeah, I'll help you.
Mr. Anderson Mansion has a large gate adorned with bisons. Kita datang dari sini. Kayaknya yang ini deh. Di depan belok kiri terus kanan. Ya. Oh ini nih. Ini kan? Oke, itu ya deh. Garasi ya. Ini nih jalan masuk kan.
Lord help me.
Excuse me, miss. Are you all right?
What
What is your name?
Eula, sir.
Waiting for someone, Eula?
Yes, sir. My brother Davy. He works for Mr. Arneson in that mansion yonder. Been 5 days now since I last heard from him.
Come now, why all the tears?
Something happened to Davy. I feel it in my bones.
Do you think he may have left the premises?
No, sir. Davy, he ain't like you and me. He's smart in some ways, but he can't talk. Not a word. He's pure. And kind.
Fear not. We will look for your brother. One presumes this gate is locked. Is there any other way inside?
There's another entrance through the stables you could try. That's where I meet Davy normally, but I couldn't get in. See, I couldn't find the key. It wasn't in its usual spot. Please hurry, sir. Find him for me.
Belum tidur berapa hari tuh. Udah mulai halu terus, Pak. The horror anjing. Apa tuh? The horror at the door. Udah chapter 5 aja kita. Nanti kita masuk lewat sini. This is often used.
I rather wish my lockpicks had not been lost in the river.
Oh,
Along with all our
lockpicknya
clothes,
jatuh.
books, tea.
Strong lock from the inside. Heavy covered in dust. Oh, ada kunci cuy. Ini kan kunci. Gak bisa gua klik.
This must be the key to the stables. Poor animal has been suffering for days.
It's dehydrated, Holmes. Without water, it will die.
Kayak dalam rumahnya mati semua deh ini. Kalau terjadi sesuatu.
Cayenne pepper. Half empty. Or as Watson would say, half full.
Yun.
Mr. Arneson's cab is still here.
Sesuatu. Bang. Dari kemarin halu terus ini Holmes.
This might be useful.
Oh. Kita bisa ngasih minum kudanya.
At least that's one life saved.
Minum bang. Minum bang. Buat deh. Jadi kudanya bakal dipakai buat kabur atau apa nggak ngerti. Keset welcome udah gak ada bang, keset welcome aku bang. Rumahnya apa nih? Bayu. Apa nih? Jari orang anjir.
These fingers were severed with a single clean stroke, but I don't see the thumb or middle finger.
Print.
Luxurious shoes, size 9. Look, Watson, animal prints. I wonder what kind.
Anjir. Bentukan kayak gitu nggak ada.
Boots, size 10.
Dua orang. Tarik sini. Sini. Masuk air, cuy. Bajunya
A
nyangkut.
scrap of silk, soft and elegant.
Iya, kayaknya arnesannya mati deh itu. Apa? Anjing, buaya ada Anton. Ada sesuatu.
No sign of a boat.
Atau dianya pergi si arnesannya. Orleans. Banyak bayunya. Banyak kantonnya. Kita masuk dari pintu depan kan?
No way in.
Ngomong mambanya di sini.
You did it. You're inside? Have you seen Davy?
Not yet, miss, but we are on it.
Please look for my little brother. Sir, if you find Davy, please come tell me.
Siap. Siap, Ibu. Di pintu belakang. Ada cuy.
There's blood here.
Do you smell that, Holmes? Something bad happened here.
I know. Be prepared for anything.
Mundur dikit. Standard. Pintu apa? Doors with horse symbol.
Someone smaller walked over these boot prints. The candle was burning when it fell. A trail of wax leads to the door.
ini tempat naruh lilinnya nih. Dia meninggal, guys.
A few drops of blood, but not from a mortal wound.
Mr. Arneson, happy to know that you like the work. The lock was hand. Getting vessel that might be to open the lock. It is hard to see the keyhole if you don't know where to. JG lock. Ayo dulu deh.
Watson, would you please lend me your medical expertise?
I'll do my best. The hand can bend freely. Rigor mortis has passed. His corneas are already clouded.
Apaan?
Hay on his trousers suggests a gardener or groom.
Lagi, guys. Oh, ini bukanya.
A deep stab reached the man's heart. Clean edges suggest a sharp blade, but the wound is too wide for an ordinary knife. This man has been dead for a week. The result of a sharp object piercing his heart.
You are mostly right, but I would bet he died 5 days ago. Heat and humidity will have accelerated the decomposition.
Aku butuh 2 lagi. Ini mati lagi anjir.
I will need your help one more time, Doctor.
Sama juga ditusuk
An
di
enormous
jantung.
blow shattered her ribcage. Blooded, broken nails. The poor woman tried to put up a fight.
Ini kah? Oh.
Extremely sharp and deadly. A wound like this could only be dealt by a man of incredible strength.
And cruelty.
The hay. Lagi
Tea for
minum.
2. An odd glimpse of normalcy amid the horror.
Sama ada lap.
A used kitchen towel.
Udah dapat semua? Belum, kurang 1. Kok bisa masuk dari situ ya? Ke depan juga masih dibuka. Ke atas berarti. Letter from Lakovka. My dear friend, the boy is a genius and created and solved it. Something your Davy is a prodigy. Even when I assume you have the right answers that are your direct quotes or mine, his memory is impeccable. I know you don't. Dapat anak jenius.
A dull book about local geology. Even I'd struggle.
Bentar bang, aku mau ke toilet bang. Mati tusuk-tusuk lagi janjian Heidi. Heidi mulu Heidi. Kali. Dari Bang Edo.
A dashing portrait of Mr. Arneson.
Oh, ini Arnesonnya. 1179. Ada apa-apa ruangan ini? Oh, kamar mandi sama ruang ganti.
What I wouldn't give for a nice bath right now, Holmes.
Gak bisa bang. Di bawah ada mayat bang. Masa mandi? Office. Ganteng banget Babang Arneson. Oh ini dia sama anaknya tuh
Arneson
si
and
Devi.
Davy seem to have got along well. He looks more like a son than a
Oh ini
servant.
Devi yang anaknya adeknya itu ya yang di depan ya yang bisu ya. Astagfirullahaladzim gak hafal gue namanya lupa.
Fauna of Louisiana. Full of things that bite, no doubt.
Sambungan yang kemarin kah? Sambungan yang kemarin. New
Pied Piper. Foreigners missing in New Orleans.
New Orleans. Satu lagi apa? Gunting kayaknya. Surat. Letter from L. Dear Errol. I do want you to find what you're looking for, but I can deny that misgivings are growing with each passing day. I fear the worst. I'm worried about you, about what you are doing. My heart stops and I think about where you look for your answers. I would have given them to you. I would have given anything so you might stop disappearing. Errol, please. You must stop. We have something beautiful together. Isn't that enough? I have a... Istrinya kah? Atau mantan istrinya? Atau pacarnya? Atau mantan pacarnya? Oh...
Arneson and Davy, 1881.
Gue gak nemu satu crime scene-nya lagi. Uangnya habis. Bisa satu ruangan ini, tapi nggak bisa ke sana.
Someone was bleeding, but it doesn't look lethal.
Satu ya.
The bent end of this candlestick has blood on it.
Dalam keadaan yang napas tau gak sih? Gue serem. Di atas ada lukisan yang bisa dicek. Let me see. Ini gak ada. Ada. Diam. Ya ngebug deh. Ya udahlah. Ada. Yang gede gini ya. What happened to Davy kayak ini dulu deh, ini dulu. Mungkin dari sini kita baru dapat. Kita ini mention crime scene sama dying horse. Salah. Pas sebelah meja. Oh, this one. Okay, thank you.
Note the blade, Watson.
A curved dagger, probably of Persian or Indian origin. 9 or 10 inches, I'd say.
Kurang, guys. Apa kau membantu di main palace gue? Yakin masih sama ya. More boot size 10. Berarti ada orang lain. Ada boot size 10 kan. Bang, raba-raba aku bentar bang. Boleh bang. Ntar ya guys, aku minta diraba Stella guys. Parah emang Stella. Udah nikah loh Stella. Bentar ya guys. Gimana satu lagi ya? Halo Wyvern. Stel kerjain quest ya Stel BTW. Emang kebiasaan Stel. Kebiasaan apa ya? Bang, kok kayak 5 menit. Di dapur. Ntar kita cek dapurnya lagi. Ntar kita keliling-keliling lagi guys. Wah, invite dulu anak monyet. Yuk. Mana invite-nya? Party. Rektor. Kita turun deh. Yang satu cuy. Oh.
Why does it look so familiar?
Semuanya ada lukisan Cthulhu ya. Ada harus clue yang dipin baru biar ketemu. Harusnya sih. Kurang satu kita guys. Tapi intinya udah sama semua. Belum nemu kita satu observation lagi. Apa yang memberitahu kemana si Davy ini? Bisa masuk. Ini ada ruangan. Kayaknya di lantai 1 deh orang-orang ini. Si bang, sama-sama. I've intercepted a strange telegram sent to Ashmat. It's utterly cryptic. The moment confirmation for Ashmat. Siapa ya Ashmat?
Burnt papers, now completely unreadable.
Sabar, kita MR lagi. Oh, udah guys. Berarti Dari yang pertama mana ini? Apa bedanya anjir? Tapi bener sih, bisa jadi dia bawa pisau. Soalnya bukan nih pisau ini ya. Tapi apa bedanya? Ada dua nih. Apa dia datang malam-malam? Bukan kapak. Bukan pisau. Bukan pisau dapur. Nah ini nih. Dia dapat lilin dari mana? Kayak dia nggak dapat lilin deh. Oh. Pasti kemana? Sini. Keduanya kemana? Ini keduanya. Ini keduanya. Pisau. Ini. Itu 5. Tuh. Dia datang, dia ngebunuh masnya yang ini terus ngebunuh pembantu ceweknya. Pakai butcher's knife. Ini yang 4 ini. 4-nya mana sih ini ya? 4-nya. Ini orang muter-muter jalan nih. Kayaknya ada orang lain datang terus kaget jatuhin lilin. Bukan babi dong. Ada orang yang dibawa kayaknya. Udah jelas yang lagi minum itu pembantunya. Lagi di mana, guys? Kagak, masa mabok anjing. Pisau sih. Coba kita tes. Bismillah. Oh, salah satu doang, guys. Salah di sini. Oh, butcher knife-nya itu lagi dipakai sama si mbaknya. Berarti pakai ini kan? Salah. Berarti dia matinya di... Oh, dicekik terus pakai butcher knife-nya.
An intruder entered through the back door at night, leaving mud traces in the hallway.
Oh, kan?
Without being noticed, they picked up a candlestick and struck the man in the chair from behind.
Ya, masa
In the
dikebuk.
kitchen, 2 people were drinking tea, the workman and cook. They were startled by the noise of a falling body and went to investigate the parlor. The workman tried to subdue the intruder but was stabbed by the attacker's knife. Judging by the wound, it was a curved blade. The cook panicked and fled back to the kitchen. The intruder followed, but since their blade was stuck in the workman, they used the meat cleaver on the table to kill her. Someone smaller arrived and discovered the carnage. They dropped the candlestick in horror and ran for safety to a room down the hallway. Meanwhile, the intruder returned to his first victim and dragged their stunned body away from the fireplace and out into the garden.
Sin, welcome back. Selamat jadi pencipta hantu. Thank you, Sin. Jadi, harusnya si Devi itu ada di ruangan kecil ini. Sabar, aku nggak auto pouring dulu, guys. Berarti main palace dulu kayaknya. Dari observation. The horrors. Yola Brother Davy is behind the door. Yeah. Pinter, guys. How to learn the content of the burn message. Not about telegram. Better from apa? Ini gue gak tahu nih. Ini kali. Ini doang yang bener. Berarti letter from L. Sama forward. Where is Arneson currently? Arneson Mansion sama Bernard Hotel Laptop. Nggak bisa, ini belum dapet. Bang, ketok bang.
Davy, please open the door.
After all this, Holmes, I doubt the young man would open the door to a stranger.
Davy, please open the door. Davy, please open the door.
Udah, tapi kita ngapain ya? Door with a horse symbol.
Davy,
Ngomong sama
please
lu.
open the door.
What horrors happened here?
Oh, ngomong sama Yula kali ya? Mungkin kakaknya bisa membantu dia keluar. Ruangannya tuh harusnya di sini kan? Bisa ditutup. Lah. Mbaknya kemana? Kaget tuh. Oh, si mbaknya digantung, Cok. Siapa? Berarti ada penjahat di sekitar sini.
Ligature marks on her neck. There'll be a bruise, but she should be okay.
Do you think that in this city the life of one English detective is worth more than that? Final warning, Mr. Holmes. Anjing.
Doctor, Watson, speak to me. How is she?
We were just in time, Holmes. Eula is stable, but
Kenapa
lucky to be
sheriffnya jadi
alive.
nyikat kita
We should take
juga?
her to a hospital for a further examination.
Yes.
Sheriffnya kayak yang
I fear
gitu.
I was wrong, Watson. The sheriff is not a man to be underestimated. To lynch an innocent woman just to send a message, it's evil. We're not safe in this city, nor is anyone around us.
Then we must not dawdle. Help me get Eula to her feet.
No, no. I will not leave here without Davy.
Miss, please, we must get you help.
No, I will not be deterred. I will get my brother and bring him home.
Brengsek itu sheriff.
If my deductions are correct, Davy lies behind this door. He ought to be unhurt, but is no doubt shaken.
Davy. Davy, you there?
Davy, we understand what you witnessed before. It's safe now. You're safe. Please, let us in. Your sister wants to see you.
Everything will be all right. I promise.
Yeah, them gentlemen speak the truth. Just open the door. Big sister's here for you. Davy, oh, come here, you. Thanks, sirs. Lord bless your souls.
Let me examine him, miss. I want to make sure he is unharmed.
Remember, he may be mute, but he still understands you.
Oh, dia bisu doang ya, bukan tuli anjing. Hasn't slept for days, anjing. Kasian banget. Starving in shock. Alarmed and agitated. It's all this. Davy has a good life in this mansion. For Davy dong.
Davy seems in good health. The bruise is a remnant of that awful night, perhaps even caused by the intruder, but he is otherwise unharmed. In fact, I believe life here was good for the boy.
Arneson and the others cared for Davy. That may have allowed him to withstand such horrors. I need your help, Davy. We know that the man with the curved dagger is responsible for all this. You recognized the man, yes? The same one in the photograph in the office upstairs, standing with Arneson.
Oh, bener cuy.
Good. Please, write his name. And one last thing. The room with an image of a bell on its door may hold important answers. Do you know a way in?
Bang, masih ada mayat loh, Bang.
Yes. I think I've got it. You have been very helpful, Davy.
Oke. Nama orangnya Ahmad. Kuncinya ada di atas di ruangan 2 kunci. Thank you, Devi. Ruangan 2 kunci, this one.
Let's take a closer look.
Itu apa yang di kiri? Tarik aja. Kasih saya. Ada kodenya. Kalau nggak salah di lukisannya ada angkanya deh, 1879. Biasa orang naruh kode kan, yang gampang-gampang aja kan. Hem. Belas 79. Berarti yang ini 1882 di sini juga ada kan 1881. 1882, 1881. Apa cuy? Malam. Satu-satu. Skip. Apa ya yang membuat dia satu. Ini kah? Kayaknya ini juga membantu deh. Tanggal lahir dia berapa? Yes. Gimana? Kita berarti ke main palace dulu. How can the painting lock be open? Lock. Letter from box. Masalahnya nggak ada sih nyetirnya. Where is the ring? Sama. Bener. Letter from locksmith. Iya. Selesai. Ini apa? Si apa sih aja. Seneng. Kita coba satu-satu. Cincinnya di mana, cuy? Berhasil juga sih. Nyangkut lagi nih kita nih. Di luar kali ya? Oh iya kan yang hilang cuma jari tengah sama nggak ada jarinya itu jari tengah sama jempol ya. Harusnya jadi jari manisnya ada di situ. Coba. sini kan ya tadi jarinya ya? Mana ya? Ini nih. Ada cuy, hilang. Alah. Gimana kira-kira?
Size 10, the owner's footprints were shallow. Size 10, the heels were sinking into the ground. Look here, Doctor. 2 sets of footprints left by the same person, yet they vary in depth. What do you conclude?
Perhaps they arrived empty-handed, but left carrying something heavy.
Precisely. We'll make a detective of you yet, Watson.
Oh, ini udah kelar. Oh, di dalam belum kelar cuy. Oke, belum hijau. Coba kita tanya sama bisa ya, nggak bisa ngomong ya. Buku fauna di mana ya? Mana ya buku fauna ya? Di atas ya? Kalau nggak salah tadi ada buku fauna deh. Lihat di mana? Kamar mandi. Oh, ini nggak dipin sih. Ini kali.
A dull book about local geology. Even I'd struggle.
Udah diambil tadi kayaknya. Udah diambil kan? Ya kurang cuy. Di sini di mana nih? Oh iya tadi di sini ya. Diambil ya sama dia ya. Minum dulu deh guys.
Davy is calm and collected despite enduring all these horrors. An impressive young man.
Oh, cincinnya itu ada di dalam sini. Kan dari sini ya harusnya. Udah dicoba semua cuy. Berpikir keras. Berpikir keras. The portrait shows the date 1879. Oh ya, ini nih a book about wild animals living in Louisiana. Ya ada cuy di sininya. Gimana cara nyambunginnya? Bisa. Mulai. Mari kita mulai, guys. Semuanya kita pakai. Hijaunya sih kayaknya salah nih. Oke. Berarti orang yang difoto itu si Asma. Devi, mari ntar kita coba. Udah gak bisa itu lagi.
We must stop this, Holmes. All these atrocities.
Bantu bang, bantu.
Oh, Davy. Things you must have gone through. Angels, sirs. All y'all lacking is a pair of wings.
Kita nggak bisa ngomong sama Devi, guys. Dia juga nggak
Pray
ngebantu.
you find Mr. Arneson as well, in one piece to boot.
We still have to find Arneson. After all we have learnt, I fear for his fate.
Binatangnya apa? Gimana cara gua?
More boot prints. More boot prints. More boot prints.
Gua nge-spam klik aja nih. Cincin, cincin, ada cincin nggak? Cincin bang, cincin. Guys. Rasa bodoh lagi nih gue kayak gini nih. Gue bisa keluar nggak? Kalau nggak ada di dalam, jawabannya mungkin ada di luar. Oh, ini mesti nyari ini ya. Mungkin di sini kali ya. Carnivore. Kelasnya berarti mammals atau amphibian. Order mean or small dog. Ini tuh rodent. Habitat di bayou. Kelasnya mammal, order rodent, weight ini, habitat bayou. Semua cuy. Vicious. Masa vicious? Reptil. Ini bayou. Anjir. Birds. Coba semua guys. Bird. Carnivore. Bayou. Hey yeah. Reptil. Rodent. Ayo. Fishes. Ini nggak bisa diklik loh. Oh, maksimal 3. Ya. Berarti karnivor. Kelasnya kita nggak tahu apa, habitatnya di bayou. Maksimal 3 tuh nggak guys? Rakun ternyata. Domestic majority spicy smells can be used as an easy a small bottle with a gallon of water around your plants bushes and you're trying to deter raccoons from prowling your chicken coop spray around. Okay. Yeah, where is the ring? Ada dimakan rakun. J. Berarti gimana cara kita nyari rakunnya? Ini mesti nyari nih, tandanya mata soalnya. Inhabitable for raccoons. Harusnya di pohon-pohon nih kan? Mas-masnya ini. Oke guys, aku ngeliat dulu. Si aman. Liatin gebuk poringnya aman. Di mana rakunnya ya? tadi disuruh nyari rakun di mana anjir? Bisa keluar nggak gue? Oh, bisa. Gede banget dong nyari rakun, tapi kayak di sini doang deh. Found you, bitch.
Arneson's signet ring, as we saw in his portrait.
Kalau tanda buku tuh berarti kita mesti nyari di buku. Iya.
It's almost a piece of art.
Ada duit, Bang. Mr. Arneson has a collection of the investigation of Ashmat. And the damn my name. So opals at the bank. So I showed David the promise. Arson's on bank and Ashmat. Jadi ngejual opalnya ke bank itu si Ashmat. My princess, my love, my heart. Cincin nikah, cuy.
My princess, my love, my heart. Fitting words.
Diambil tuh cincinnya. Ternyata Holmes pencuri juga. Bottle of champagne. Oh, ini nih sama istrinya nih. Kapan lu nikahnya, cuy?
Well, isn't that interesting?
Oh, dia sama
Hello
Lucy.
again, Lucy.
Oh my god, ternyata dia mantan suaminya. My dearest Lucy, my sunshine, believe me, I shine in the darkness, the turn I can't wait to hold your hand and be lost in your beautiful eyes. Anjay. Completely and forever yours. Cot. Mr. Arneson, as soon as your instruction arrive, we are started an question. You must inform you. The detective in this case is in Europe. And well, we highly recommend scanning your finding and throw it in a safe or cabinet. Anything you spares. Masih kasus yang sama kayak kemarin. Masih. Cuman jadi menjalar kasusnya.
We must put an end to all this evil. And I doubt we can count on the sheriff's help.
Cincin diambil, duit dibiarin, agak beda. Kan cincin bisa lebih mahal, bro, daripada duit.
Davy, we know that Ashmat is responsible for what happened here. We must catch him and hold him accountable. I know that you are scared, but you are also the only one who can help us. I believe Mr. Arneson showed you a cryptic telegram that was sent to Ashmat. You are an impressive boy with a phenomenal memory. Can you tell us the contents of that message?
Hebat. Photographic memory.
Watson, please copy down everything he writes.
When the storm starts, where the ship falls at Stevenson's guiding light, the last embrace of all the chosen. Nggak ngerime. Nggak asik, nggak ngerime. Oh, lokasi di Bayunya yang kita cari ya. Location in the swamp. Tapi gimana cara dia itu membantu gue untuk ngebuka pintu?
When evil tries to knock us down, we get back up. We persevere. I ain't giving it the satisfaction.
Belum kelar kan? Belum hijau guys. Oh, kita mesti cari lokasinya ya. Enggak deh, nggak ada tanda bukunya. Kita mesti lihat-lihat nih. Harusnya locknya itu zaman dia nikah, tapi kapan? Tadi champagne-nya tuh diambil, bisa jadi itu champagne pas nikah. Cuman gua nggak ngeliat tadi anjir. Tahun berapa? Brand new and quite expensive. TV belum kebuka, nje. Grande Fine Champagne Brut. Sesuatu nih, ada sesuatu yang gue belum dapat nih. 1862. Gue gak sempat lihat tadi. Bentar bro, thank you. Baik. Di champagne ini tulisannya 1862 ya?
These should come in handy.
Dari apa? Dari wiki. Berarti gua nggak tahu dong dapetnya dari mana. Jangan curang, nggak boleh curang. Anggap aja dia nikah 1862 guys. Atau engage-nya 1862. Bang, itu ada foto lantai bawah deket mayat cowok. Oh ini.
Mr. Arneson with his prey.
Ini 1862 tapi apa dia jadi locknya ini ya? Alasannya dia jadi locknya ini. Aku jadi tidak tahu. Celebrating his first hunt. Oh. Sudahlah guys. Sudah terlanjur. That was smooth.
Dense and disturbing notes. It's hard to follow. The scene is impossible, unnatural, but also familiar.
Berarti orang yang kesini pernah masuk ke tuh lulu-lulu-lulu-lulunya tuh. Telegram from R. Whatever the price, pay it. Obsidian, glass like stone, black. Without it, we can work with lenses. London comes to New Orleans. Must be in station. Where is R? Dia ngomong sama siapa cuy?
A foreigner's clothes, by the looks of things from the Near East.
Ini tempatnya si Ahmad kah? Enggak deh kayaknya. Masa dia tinggal di sini tapi masuknya dari luar? Black opal yang di auction kan.
A black opal, cut and polished, easy to sell.
Reach your goal, follow death messengers, then pass through fire without fear. After the bleeding willow, chase the crows, avoid any crosses that appear. Ini ngerime, kan menarik. Follow death messengers. After the bleeding willow, chase the crows, avoid any crosses that appear. Ini kayak jalan buat kayak itu ya deh. Lokasinya. Di apa? Gue mesti ngomong sama Lucy kayaknya ya.
We must put an end to all this evil, and I doubt we can count on the sheriff's help.
When evil tries to knock us down, we get back up.
Kayak kita mesti ke Lucy.
I ain't giving it the satisfaction.
Bajunya mirip baju cewek yang di atas kasur. Yang tadi. Enggak, itu baju hunter jam yang beda lagi kayaknya. Kita mesti nyewa boat. Oh, deh, Gavna. Kenapa lo ngomong kayak gitu? Itu kan beda aksen tuh kayaknya. Mungkin di New Orleans emang aksennya kayak gitu kali ya.
Got a spot in mind.
New Orleans port, and quickly.
New Orleans port.
Innocents slaughtered, a woman lynched, a boy forever traumatized. I fear we've crossed the Rubicon, Holmes.
Davy is resilient, much like Eula. They will overcome this.
You're right, but I worry this portends far worse for us. What have we got ourselves into, Holmes?
Ini masalahnya nih, si Lucy hidup apa enggak nih?
Who's your friend, Frank? We love a new face, and his is particularly lovely.
Johnny boy. So how
Johnny
was it with
boy.
Champagne?
Most enlightening, thank you. And now my friend Mr. Holmes would like to talk to you too.
Well, ain't you something? What can I do for you?
I'm afraid I bring bad tidings.
How bad?
It concerns your significant other, Arneson.
Arneson? Now, who said we were lovebirds?
Lucy, we only mean to help. No word of the matter shall spread.
What are you implying?
The man in this letter seemed ready to declare his feelings for you. Sounds like he was more than a client.
It's part of the job. Men can say weird things when they think they're in love.
Ada fotonya,
This
bro.
photo of you and Mr. Arneson suggests the feelings were reciprocated.
Looking interested when with the client is part of the job, Mr. Holmes. I don't even remember the man.
You mean to say you
Banget.
take pictures with everyone?
If they ask nicely. And pay.
Ya, namanya juga mbaknya ya, namanya juga mbak, tapi ada cincin, bro. Mau apa
Arneson
lo?
definitely paid for a ring in your size inscribed, "My princess, my love, my heart. It is for you." Arneson was going to propose marriage. Facts are clear. You know Mr. Arneson and perhaps even love him back. Regardless, he has been abducted. His life is hanging in the balance. Please, help me save him.
Oh my Errol!
Nangis
What have
kan?
you gotten yourself into? I didn't want to believe this could happen.
Lucy, what do you know? Could it have been the
Budi pasangan
sheriff?
cerai belum?
I don't know, John.
Belum.
This town has
Ternyata
darkness
baru
in it.
mau
Errol and me,
diituin.
we had plans, dreams. We wanted to make this place better for all the folk who live here. Errol had
Baru
grown
mau
suspicious of
dipropose.
Ashmat, thought he was acting odd. He brought up the bayou. I told him to leave it all alone. The water's there. They swallow everyone.
You mean the alligators?
No. It's local legend. The bayou's dangerous. Any visitor that sees death's messengers, they die.
These messengers, are they abstract or a landmark?
They're white lilies. You see a path with them flowers, you turn around.
All right, Watson. We must find someone to take us to the bayou.
Lucy, you have our thanks. We will go and look for Arneson.
Wah. Udah mulai merasa lumayan pintar. Sedikit lah. Berarti kita mesti ke Mbak. Apa yang di situ? Yang ngomong share terus. Pak gua namanya, ya itulah. Aku bawa
Hello
minuman.
again, and thank you. Your last tip proved extremely useful.
Don't mention it, Cher. Champagne ain't one for trickery. Now, if you need more help,
As it happens, we need to take a short trip through the bayou into the nearby swamp.
Mereka gak istirahat
Of course,
masalahnya.
you'd receive fair compensation.
it's almost dusk. And only fools go into that swamp at night. Come back tomorrow. Champagne will take you down.
That will not do. We must go now. It is of grave importance.
I won't take you. But if you're crazy enough to go, I'll sell you the boat.
Wouldn't you know it, I came across a bottle of your namesake. Will that be enough for a boat?
It's warm. The bottle's dirty. But we got a deal. I'll even lend you this rifle. If you're going into the swamp, you'll need it.
One last favor. The boat that we came on is to leave tomorrow for Europe. Would you kindly relay a message to the crew for us? We may need them to hold their departure till 8 in the morning.
Of course.
Chapter 6 Call of the Bayou. Mas Bayu. Cing malam-malam cok, goblok banget dah Holmes.
At least in Afghanistan, we had
Tan
nippy
bro,
nights.
panas, humid,
It makes one
nyamuk.
rainy London.
This place, Champagne, did not mince words about it.
Keep your wits about you, Watson. We are inching closer to the heart of this mystery, however dark it may be. Hell's bells!
Cing,
I
tembak.
told you to stay away, Doctor.
Ah, Sheriff brengsek.
That he did, Holmes.
I rule these parts. No hiding
Di Eropa masih ada nyamuk. Ini kan di New Orleans. Di Amerika. New
No
Orleans itu
case
di
goes
Amerika.
cold on my watch.
Bang, aku mesti nembak bang, atau gimana?
Settle down, boys. Our friends are as good as gone.
This is it, Watson. Our moment of truth.
Holmes, do you believe the sheriff? That we won't escape?
One cannot be hurt by superstition, Watson. This hut has been abandoned for a long time.
It reeks of damp. We're more likely to sink in there than on our boat. Let's go.
Sabar. Follow death messengers, pass through fire without fear after the bleeding willow. Follow death messengers, berarti kita mesti nyari lily. White lilies. Anjing, kaget gue, ada kotak nggak jelas.
Look, Holmes, fireflies.
White lilies. Itu bukan sih? Bleeding willow. Apa aja tadi? Kupin aja lah bang. Aku lupa. Avoid any crosses that appear. Crosses. Gue takut banget bang.
You're rowing like a professional, Watson.
University of London Boat Club. Silver medalist, 1874.
Oh. Mantap, baik Watson. Terbang toilet dulu bang. Orang tuh panikan. Orang tuh panikan. Dikasih teriak.
What was that, Holmes?
Whatever or whoever it was, we should ready ourselves.
Then pass through the fire without fear.
Am I hearing drums?
Drums in the bayou?
The bleeding willow chase the crows.
Holmes, I think I heard something swim underneath our boat.
Probably just a rotten log.
Temlok pala lu anjing.
Did you hear that, Holmes? What do you see?
Anjing ada yang
Shadow. Nothing more.
Mak, lari mak. Nah, aku gak suka bang. Tapi emang sengaja sih aku main game ini. Jadi sebenarnya aku suka ini.
Your paper. that we'd end up fleeing the law in a rowboat through the Louisiana Bayou?
I dare say you would have hardly been surprised.
Is there a cross? I don't think so. Cok, akhirnya ada yang gerak-gerak, cok.
The hair is getting thicker, almost suffocating.
The stench of death. All too familiar now.
Anjing.
Careful,
Buaya, anjing.
Watson. It is stupidity rather than courage to refuse to recognize danger when it is close upon you.
Terus gimana? Masuk tengah-tengahnya? Atau lewat kanan? Kanan nggak bisa. Allah ya Rob. Ada mayat lagi anjing. Lewat air. Oh, di sini jalan aja. Sherlock.
Hand me the rifle. I can shoot the ropes holding a few of those poor souls. Come on, Holmes, give me the rifle. We shouldn't...
Watson, stay calm, but be quick. An alligator has noticed us.
That's vicious.
That's nature, Watson. Let's try not to annoy them.
Oh, tapi penasaran. Iya, gue paling lihat akhirnya tuh gimana gitu kan. Bungee jumping. Si paling bungee jumping. Bawahnya ada Anton di Grau. Chase the crows.
That pier looks promising over there, Watson.
We're approaching the heart of darkness.
Oke, beneran diboxin.
Left by a crowd of shackled
This
prisoners.
place gives me the shivers, despite the muggy night.
Tuh gua klik kan.
It looks like a boat left from here.
Allah. More blood, Antenna still alive. Same boot prints as from the mansion.
Ashmat dragged Arneson here.
Boxing. Avoid any crosses. Ini kah? Kan jalannya ke sini, Jing. Orang-orangnya di
Keep away from it, focus on our task, so we may soon leave all this behind.
apa nih? Cartel handprint thumb only. Oh, di sini.
Blood was poured over someone, leaving a gruesome silhouette. A worn blade, but clean and without blood.
Gak ada darahnya, cuy.
Bowls filled with blood.
Ada genre horor ya? Ada. Kan kalau ketulul kan itu. Kalau bisa dibuka nih pintu.
The tracks lead behind the stone slab. Only this indentation was spared from blood.
Lihat tuh ada ketulul. Ada ketulul nggak, guys? Ketulul. Bare feet, erratic movement, different sizes.
A fiery gathering of passions and deception.
Halu orang-orangnya.
Thankfully, it's not Arneson. Thankfully, Arneson isn't among the dead. A heavy weight scored impressions in the ground 1 inch deep. Days old and rotten. Damp and moldy hay. The prisoners were kept like animals, slowly deteriorating under the gruesome treatment.
Dari mencari kimia loh.
The wood is swamp cypress, endemic to the area.
One more.
The blood is dry. The axe has not been used for some time. A simple rope. This is how those poor people were crucified. The initials EA are embroidered with silk thread.
Baju dilepas, cuy.
The prisoner's clothes tossed aside.
Lagi. Ini gimana sih, Mas? Ya Resan diculik sama Ashmat. Lagi nyari nih.
The bloody handprint on this stone lacks 4 fingers.
Fingers, ya ini.
The victim's left hand clawed at the soil.
Oh, dibakar ya kayak janjian.
Sunken heels, the result of dragging a heavy body.
Blood drips.
The hand tied here was bleeding in 4 places.
Nah, iya ini ya
This
isi
had to have
Arneson.
been Arneson.
Oke, kita dari sini nih. Ini apa sih? Bukan. Satu, dua. Di sini kali ya? Oh ya. Pisaunya nggak berdarah, berarti nggak dibunuh. Orang-orang ini mau masuk. Ini satu lagi. Ini. Hah?
Both ends of the rope were cut cleanly.
Kabel ini, itu kali ini dipotong.
That's a lot of blood, but probably not enough to be fatal. The captive was dragged through hell.
Enggak, yang pertama yang
Arneson was held captive in this cage until his abductors tied him to a cross and dragged him to the bonfire.
Yes.
Arneson was left hanging here for a while before being freed and led to the altar. At the altar, Arneson's captors performed a ritual on him and poured blood over his head. With Arneson now prepared, he was escorted to the sealed entrance. They used a mechanism with an indentation to open the passage.
Kenapa mesti Arneson? Gimana caranya gue menemukan
heavy and covered in blood?
gelap, cok.
Something is wrong with my lantern. Give me a minute.
I won't wait for you. I'm going in.
Bang. Bareng, Bang. Kenapa? Ada aja masalahnya anjir, tapi ya nggak ngaruh juga sih main gue cuma sendirian. Astagfirullahaladzim.
Woe betide those who take it. Walk away.
Walk away nih ya. Iya deh, Bang. Ma? Oh, udah buku berarti.
Let the unknown be.
Duh, tangan kiri gue. Tangan kiri gue sakit. Ini Necronomicon kah?
That's human skin and still warm. What's happening? Deja vu, and not in a pleasant way.
Ini bisa multiplayer, gak bisa single player doang ini game. Deja vu. Ini balik ya kan. Kanan kiri, gue selalu ke kiri. Kosong. Ada tangan tuh. Apa maksud tangannya ini? Udah masuk dulu ke sini. Oh. Terus gue balik lagi, terus tiba-tiba ada batu di sana. Baik ketul. Hah? Udah bunyi tapi nggak ada itu. Di bawah ya? Harusnya. Wah, sulit anjir. Oke, kita hafalin dulu. Jalan lurus ke antara jempol dan telunjuk. Habis itu muterin batu. Habis muterin batu, lewat dalamnya sel, nempel terus. Habis itu lewat luar sel. Oke. Dari sini. Sini. Ke sini. Ke sini. Sini. Situ, sini. Strike. Terbaik. Masih ada.
Now, axes? What on earth for?
Ilna Narlu. Main benenet guys. Gue kayak balik lagi ya. Kayak anjir. Bukan. Hilang darahnya? Oh enggak deh. Ilalu. Katanya sih suruh follow the crows ya, itu ada crows. Seinget gue. Lalu. Game brengsek ini My God. Ada lubang kecil, Pi. Dekat X-nya mungkin lewat situ. Oh. Daftar kali ya. Ini tuh 2 3 4 ini lalu terus ini titik ini nih. Kill me! Danjir.
Now it is glowing, but why?
Ya kamu mati. Goblok. Ini yang terakhir. Ini deh.
There's that glow again.
Son.
I hope that was all. I can't take any more.
At last, the lantern's working again. Holmes, I'm coming.
Gak belum jauh anjir.
Holmes, what are you doing? Sitting in a place like this?
How did you get here? How did you get through the maze? Tell me, Watson.
What maze? I walked straight up to you. You saw me.
Do not lie to me, John. How did you get out?
Sherlock, what happened?
Mahal.
Are you feeling all... Oh, heavens. Is that Arneson? Why didn't you mention him? Stay put. I must check if he is alive.
I just need a second, John.
Guarde a tempestade abandon sua carne.
I need to focus on Arneson.
Okay.
The unknown. Beckoning. Great word.
Anjing itu apaan, Cok?
Lightning.
I should examine him before he has another seizure. Blunt trauma to the cranium, dilated pupils, lips moving without a sound.
Dia dipotong.
Severed fingers, the wounds are inflamed. Pulse is racing, 110 beats a minute. Cold sweat. 2, no, 3 ribs fractured. Arneson is delirious after all he's endured. We can't get him to the boat in a state like that. It's dangerous to us and him. This is Dwale, induces sleep and relaxation.
Oh, bisa tuh dipakai buat Agnes.
Salvia Divinora provokes visual hallucinations. A gluey decoction. The smell is herby but sharp. It appears burnt, judging by the color. Hard to tell what it says.
Apa guys? Salah taham al-alam Fudo. Alah, kayak gua ngerti aja kalau bisa gue sebut, goblok. Proof worth by giving life to the creator. Rejoice for his coming. The Potter Cops. Tiba-tiba berdiri ya lo.
The walls are spinning. Let me catch my breath.
Ah, pengluin nahan. Ah.
The nightmares these poor souls had to endure. I wonder what this language is.
Bahasa Portugis banyak.
I can't decipher that text.
Ada bahasa Jepang, cuy. Let me forget.
Pokeweed berries, though they appear harmless, the whole plant is lethal. Odorless, watery, and hard to identify. Some kind of amanita mushroom. Extremely poisonous.
Poison berarti ini.
Pharmacopoeia, listing drugs, effects, and directions for use.
How to treat without killing. The book is help from. Be precise, be patient, learn from the mistake of others.
Please tell me there are no eels inside, Anderson.
Udah kan ya? Apa? Oke, mesti nyari ya. Strong sharp smell of herbs. Butyric, consistency, jelly, pipe, brown. Ada. Berarti smellnya panjang. Ayahuasca, brown color paste used in rhetoric for visual and auditory hallucinations. Smell odorless, consistency liquid, color yellow, transparent yellow. Snake venom can be used as a muscle relaxant, 1 drop per 80. How can Anderson be sedated? Venom. Aku lupa yang ini tuh apa cuy? Halusinasi. Duale. Snake venom sama duale. Duale sama snake venom. Gue butuh dulu.
This should help soothe Anderson.
I need some fresh air.
Yes, please go. I'll be right behind you with Anderson. Perhaps you can prepare the boat.
Atau Sherlock ngerti. Crawling chaos is swallowing a sleeping world. Bahasa Jepang lo ngerti? Rejoice for is coming. Anjing. Polyglot banget nih. Await the storm, give up your flash. Kalau gue baca semua ngaruh. Subhanallah Mas Sherlock. Bahasanya. Apa yang ngomong anjing?
Free me festering soul and let me feel. Free me festering soul and let me feel. Eyes without purpose and now see the truth. Tear me mind from me flesh, score me festering soul. Phantoms of nothing, we are born to die. Filth in the eyes of our eldritch lord.
Free my festering soul and let me feel.
Oh, please, I wish to return. Free me, let me return. Free me and rejoice. Eyes
Without purpose, I now see the truth. Tear my mind from my flesh.
Holmes, are you all right? Here, let me help.
I'm fine.
Holmes? Sherlock! What What the hell were you doing? He almost killed you.
I don't... You're right. Let's go, Watson.
Kerjaannya Sherlock diselamatin doang nih.
Bon Dieu. Still among the living.
We are, though not for lack of trying by the sheriff.
Well, he'd been telling people you died in the swamp despite his trying to save you. Crooked man. Through and through. Wait. Is that Mr. Arneson?
Yes, but he's not well. You know Lucy?
Belle from the Nymph? That I do.
Please bring her here. Mr. Arneson needs to see a familiar face if he's to have any chance of surviving.
Power of the heart. I get you. Wait here.
Errol? Oh, Errol!
Reckon we should give him space. Farewells are painful.
No. Tell me that's not true.
Watson?
Mr. Arneson has endured a lot. Lost 4 fingers, a lot of blood, and some of his sanity. But with rest and tender care, he ought to survive those injuries, both physical and mental.
Thank you, Johnny. I'll take care of him. Thank you for bringing him home to me. We'll be all right.
Are you quite certain? Do you have the space? The resources?
I will stay with him at the mansion. It is not a burden to take care of your love.
His property is in quite a state. It may not be the best place for recuperation.
Hush now. Champagne will see it sorted.
Then it's settled. Hear that, Errol? Us living under one roof. Careful what you wish for. Oh, and champagne? I'm about sick of watching that sheriff run riot through New Orleans. We ought to talk.
Funny. I was just thinking that grub did nothing to save your man. Together, I reckon you, me, and Errol have the sway to make some changes round here.
I like the sound of that.
Holmes, our boat.
Oh, we must make haste. Farewell all. Take care.
Terus kita mau kemana lagi tapi? Balik ke London, bro. Chapter 7. Book from Beyond. Oh iya, Holmesnya ngambil Necronomicon ya tadi ya? Diambil sama dia apa enggak sih? Apa itu halu? Kayaknya halu deh.
Who's there?
Who do you think?
Let it be known that I'm handy with this revolver.
Nonsense, Dr. Watson. As I understand it, when faced with the imperative to defend oneself, one's comrades, and one's nation, you fled.
I...
Aren't you going to introduce us, Sherlock?
Watson, meet my brother Mycroft,
Babang.
Queen's best boy. This is a grim augury indeed, for wherever Mycroft travels, tedium surely follows.
Mycroft.
In contrast, of course, to Sherlock, a man whose obsessive pursuit of the trivial tears through the most carefully laid plans like a hurricane. Do you have any idea what you have disrupted?
Your ego is inflated as much as your waistband. What word comes to mind?
You work for the government?
International trade is a delicate beast. Your antics in Edelweiss have jeopardized one of the Crown's richest relationships.
Oh dear. As rich as all the butter you've been slathering on your bread?
We need your help.
What?
There is evil afoot. Strangeness and savagery like I have never seen. Something otherworldly festering in the dark beyond our reach. We have seen things that defy explanation. Mystic forces, magic. You must help us.
It's true.
The British government does not invest its resources in the insane or intoxicated. Pull yourself together.
I know men like you. Men like you grease palms, whisper in ears, start wars, and you send men like me to die in them. You and the rest of your corpulent cronies.
Ha! Corpulent! That was it.
Interesting, Sherlock. But as you again drift away from sanity, you find yourself another John.
All right, so the choice is made.
I beg your pardon?
There is only us. We cannot run from this problem. I shall take the book and Davy's cryptic message to Barnes. See what he makes of it.
Oh, udah mulai gak jelas di Sherlock nih. Udah absent minded.
As you were, Watson. Do what you must.
Kita ke Barnes.
Am I mad? This painting wasn't here last time, was it?
Mampus, Watsonnya juga kena. Semuanya kena.
Another sinking near Scotland. By the Strand for the details. Cool. Thank you, sir.
Feeling Tempest article. On the bio, anyone knows the book is written in whatever kind of pages. Bener, di bawah cuy bukunya.
Get the Strand. Get the true facts.
Storm of the Century, the Tempest calls Storm is taking toll. 34 kapal hilang. Sadly, forbidden from dangerous condition. Her Majesty Queen Victoria held an emergency meeting with her ministers around the world. Another offensive with the initials AL is toying with Scotland Yard. AL siapa, guys? Kayak hujannya di hampir di seluruh kota. Di seluruh dunia. Seluruh kota. Barnes terus sini kalau nggak salah deh.
It has been a while, Barnes.
Dr. Watson. Indeed it has, and good to see you as always. How can I help?
Arsene Lupin. Oh iya betul. Pinter banget lu. You seem happy.
Someone is full of pep.
Oh, yes. Mr. Holmes, he was quite the inspiration. Last time you were in town, he offered me some stirring advice, which I have since acted upon.
Holmes is nothing if not provocative.
Indeed, the thorny truth is often hard to hear, but it did the job, and now my heart is full.
I'm glad to hear it.
Much obliged, Doctor.
Can you translate this book?
Last time we met, you mentioned your knack for translating occult texts. I was wondering if you could help me with this book.
Certainly, Goodness. Where on earth did you procure this grimoire?
That's a long story. What do you make of it?
It seems to describe pagan rituals, ancient deities. Wow, what a marvel. I can try and translate it for you.
Just the pages bearing that symbol. This section, really.
Entity of ocean or time. Oh my. Oh, already on it, as you can tell.
If you can have it done at your earliest convenience, that would be...
Langsung halu juga nih dia nih.
Barnes, does Stevenson's guiding light mean anything to you?
Well, my mind first goes to Robert Louis Stevenson, an up-and-coming author. I've been following his work in the periodicals. Interesting man. I take it his literary pursuits are somewhat of a deviation from the family business.
What makes you say that?
He wrote a poem. Let me see if I have it still. Yes. Say not of me that weakly I declined the labours of my sires, and fled the sea, the towers we founded, and the lamps we lit.
The labours of his sires. I wonder what they do.
I have a book on great British families. If the Stevensons have achieved anything of note, they will be in there. Please, feel free to take a look. It should be on the shelves to the right.
Much obliged.
Shelves to the right. Ada juga lukisannya.
It makes my skin crawl.
Apa Incoming Scottish author. Location Scottish. Achievement. Maritim kali ya. Period. Title. Satu nih. Period kayaknya ini berarti. The book briefly mentions Stevenson's fame for the lighthouses across all of Scotland. Funnily enough, the first Stevenson, Robert Louis Stevenson, ever since the Balrog lighthouse action in Stevenson's industry. Whether the lighthouses were built by Robert Stevenson or his sons, Alan David Thomas, sailors Loming. Book likely. The section ini udah nemu aku bang.
A moment, please. Spellbinding pages.
Greatest British families. Stevenson family. Greater Stevenson. Oh, maksudnya tuh iya ngumpulnya di Stevenson. Iya. Who is the cult leader? What is their goal? Stevenson. Salah cuy. Oh ini mesti ngomong.
Say, do you possess coastal maps of Scotland?
Indeed. Have you figured out what the Stevensons are known for?
Feats of lighthouse engineering. You have my thanks for the book.
My pleasure, Doctor. Do you need any particular part of the coast?
Loch Harbour, West Coast.
Right then, I'll unroll it on the desk. All yours. In the meantime, I will attend to my translation.
Much appreciated.
Located in the scary forest. Located in the horror Barahan. The store built by James Smith of Inverness. Designed by Robert Stevenson. Designed and built by Alan Stevenson. Egyptian influences making it unique among Scottish made of granite. The tower source. Rubanangal means stranger's point in Scottish Gaelic.
Doctor, look what I just found.
Found something?
Barnes, have you finished with the book?
Yes. I've written out a translation of the section you wanted. It, puts the grim in grimoire.
I thought as much.
Long story short, it details macabre rituals, death, leviathans, and the apocalypse. See for yourself. I must ask you to leave the book with me so I can read more of it. It's compelling. Very compelling.
Jangan. No.
I don't think that would be wise. Please give it back. That said, I remain grateful for your immeasurable help.
Oh, how disappointing. I hope
Jangan.
you'll consider lending it to me in the future.
Jangan.
Good day, Doctor.
Jangan. Udah lu ngurus cewek bunga aja. Mesti ngomong sama Holmes kah? Mesti ngomong sama Holmes deh. First awakening of pagan ghost sleeping under the ocean, ketulul. And the most special chant, the strong man and the city are good awakening. A creature with a pitch black face akin to an Egyptian must witness the ritual. If successful, the ceremony will destroy the world seas and lands.
Mycroft, here to buy a book on fraternal dysfunction?
The Holmes family is beyond counseling, Doctor.
True, more deserving of scientific study. What do you want?
I came to warn you. Perhaps you have a moment to...
Sorry, I reserve Tuesday afternoons for time with friends.
I'm worried about Sherlock.
Juga.
He's not well.
Lihat mata
You
gua
should know
juga.
that he has had episodes in the past. Detachment from reality. He will need your support.
Such gall. First you crush him under your boot heel, now you ask me to pick up the pieces.
Your emotions are impeding your rationality. He needs to be distracted, diverted into something less harmful.
Surely you jest. Only one thing shall truly bring him peace of mind, and that is solving his case.
The last case he pursued so doggedly was Cordona. He came home a wreck, and this time I fear he may not return at all.
You are not his father, Mycroft. Not anymore. He is a grown man, a brilliant man. I know you care for him. I just wish you also respected him.
The Crown cannot help you. But I can. Give him this.
What is it?
A confidential note tied to his case. He may see value in it. Just do not tell him it came from me. Oh, speaking of the Crown, perhaps you can help us with another matter? It requires some local knowledge.
I'm all ears.
For your eyes only. Here is a folder with all the details.
One of our informants, Philip Hawk, has not been in the Please check his status. He was working in an investigation close to his lodging. Hawk is disabled, and he's on. Report him. I'll be in the bookshop. Di sebelah rumahnya di Captain Stanwood.
Another sinking near Scotland. Buy the Strand for all the details.
Sebelahnya rumahnya tuh di mana maksudnya, bro? House. Ini kan? Buka ini.
Unlike Holmes, I don't carry lockpicks. Royal Berkshire Regiment. They had it tough in Afghanistan. His face and neck are swollen, and I can see wasp stings all over the skin. Only his right arm was functional. His left arm was paralyzed in the war.
Carriage with the hooded visitor carriage left the visitors left the inside boxes on the person is The last box was moved inside the embassy. The arrival of the Ottoman ambassador and all the men are having their maps off.
A capital M signed by someone else's hand. I'm sorry, I have bad news.
Please do not tell me Hawk is a turncoat.
Worse, I have found him dead in his wheelchair, out in the garden.
How did he die? Exactly.
He was stung repeatedly by wasps. His body succumbed to anaphylaxis.
And that is all you observed? Was there anything suspicious?
Well, there was one thing. In his notes, I found a handwritten M, but it didn't match Hawke's other writing.
Listen carefully, Doctor. Do not investigate further, do not talk about this matter to anyone, and do not ask questions. Thank you. Now leave it alone.
Moriarty kah? Kayaknya Moriarty, guys. Cuman wah. Tidak. Belum. Kita ketulul dulu diurus nih. Apakah Mycroft nggak ngecek sendiri gitu ya? Dia mungkin nggak boleh kelihatan kali. Lighthouse-nya yang mana ya? Benda bendi ketiban jadi. Nah, guys. Yang ini. Archibald Rochester is alive and leading a cult. The implication deserve. Kita ngomong sama Holmes. Rumah kita yang mana ya, guys? Lupa gua rumah kita yang mana. Ya deh, langsung tele. Sehat, Bang?
Holmes, I have the translation. But Barnes was affected by the book. Holmes?
Watson?
Did you hear me? Barnes was behaving oddly, but I was able to retrieve the book and his preliminary translation. I think we have a lead. Sherlock, what is it?
I find myself burdened. It will come as no surprise that I tend towards obsession. Indeed, obsession oft grants me the insights that have become my stock in trade, my greatest asset. Yet I cannot deny this nature proves as much a hindrance as a boon. It has cost me friends, colleagues, brothers. And despite my obsession as I contend with the matter at hand, no closer to understanding than when we began, I must conclude that I am of no worth at
Rusak,
all.
Holmes.
Without an answer, what use is the question?
Sherlock, this is no time for despair. The book is real. Those men went mad.
John, I fear that I am as mad as the rest of them.
Oh, you are undoubtedly mad. And egotistical, irascible, oblivious, infuriating.
All right.
Self-absorbed, self-righteous, self-congratulatory.
Okay.
And invariably correct. So fear not madness, for it seems to me your greatest strength. Something stirs in the depths, Sherlock. A danger. A darkness only a madman would dare face.
Into the darkness, then.
Let's depart for Scotland.
Yes, of course. You can apprise me of your actions while we pack.
Lui. Oh, ternyata sampai chapter 8, guys. Awakening. Kalau sampai kelihatan ketulul sih pasti mati sih. Nggak mungkin. Kalau nggak mati itu bohong namanya. No. Jadi harusnya kita nge-cancel sebelum muncul si ketulul. Kok hujannya deras gini?
If we don't make land soon, I fear we will join those missing souls.
Oh, anjir.
These seas have taken too many, John. Let's stop them from taking more then.
Lighthouse ritual. Seru kan? Kamu juga mau kan?
An old cannon, probably rusting here since the 16th century.
Pattern groove indentation.
Ouroboros, a snake eating itself. An ancient symbol of eternal renewal. Fresh marks, something scraped along the stone. This door requires a very specific key. Where did the shirt come from?
Holmes, look! There's a body here!
Not just any body, it's Ashmat.
The body is still soft to the touch. He died recently.
Apa si Ashmat teh?
Scratches, bruises, and stabs, all self-inflicted.
Oh, dari mana all self-inflicted anjing?
Oh, his eyes are gouged out. The infamous curved dagger. It's tied firmly to his hand. A broken chain. Something was attached to the end.
His body succumbed to all those wounds.
Splash of blood, small pulse, arterial. Reaching for something.
A human-sized imprint. Someone fell on their back. This branch was recently broken. The wood is still green. Whatever Ashmat had secured to his chain, he lost it here.
Oh. Bad. Masuk apa kita? Nearly broken.
The door won't budge. Barred and barricaded from the inside.
Jendela juga nggak bisa. Body cover, there's a chain, the link is gone asthma. Sama around the small tree where he fell over. Kenapa tuh barusan anjir? Kaget gua. Dia nyolok matanya coba. Baca perlakuan aja. Seru, penasaran. Nggak nemu anjir. Wah. Berapa aku telat lu, Bang? Di mana kita mencari barangnya ini? Di mana kita bisa menemukan? How to stop the ritual? Mau kelarkah harusnya? It might still be somewhere around the small tree where he fell onto. Oh, ini batas stone. Bang Watson bisa bantu nyari nggak bang? Siapa tahu abang nemu. Ipin dulu. Oh ya bisa jadi. Jika. Ini metallic post. This one? Yeah.
Scratches. This medallion saw frequent use.
Belum ya? Kok nggak diambil?
Scratches. This medallion saw frequent use. Interesting occult pattern.
What drove him to this dreadful act?
Gua kira udah diambil tuh.
Here we are about to see for ourselves.
Kayak tengkorak ini bro. Apa beda ya kanan sama kiri? emas. Burung. Ini yang kanan, coba ini yang kiri, coba kita lihat yang kanan. Matanya digituin, tukar nyawa buat dapat duit. Keluarin darah dari mata.
An obsidian heart. Masterful work.
Hati tuker sama koin.
That's a crafty mechanism and quite ancient. They used fresh blood in some kind of ritual. Sealed shut and seemingly for a long time. This vessel is covered in dried blood.
Oh, I get it. We need fresh blood. And no, I'm not volunteering.
Fear not. I think Ashmat can help.
Jadi kita ke Ashmat lagi nih.
Do you have anything to hold blood, Watson? Fine, take my flask.
Hari-hari tempat minumnya dipakai buat darah. Ya, mohon maaf ya. Ini dulu.
The lever doesn't want to stay on its own. Something in the caves drove Ashmat mad.
Watson, hold the lever for me. I must investigate.
With caution.
Malah. Oke, di sebelah kebuka. Itu.
Holmes, watch out! My lever went back up. The doors, Watson. Hold the doors. Ah! We're trapped! Now what? Look around. There must be something we can use.
Ini dibuka. Terus gue diikat kan? Shoulder lever, arm size locking mechanism.
Those holes seem to have a purpose, but I won't risk my arm to find out what.
Oh, pakai tengkorak. Kurang satu. Oh, ini. Masalahnya ada hewan-hewan ini.
Be ready for anything, Watson.
It's all right, Watson. It's merely a chest with coins and a dagger, made of obsidian by the looks of it.
Oke, udah dapat. Ini apa? Oke, dapat koinnya. Koinnya ditukar sama jantung.
It's ancient though still working.
Oh, belum bisa.
Use these with care. Let us be the first adventurers to raid a tomb without destroying it.
Terus buka ini.
Terrific. Now, onward before they close again.
Let us hope our paths converge, Holmes.
Banget.
It's calling me, John. I cannot bear it any longer.
Are you all right?
The abyss. Wide.
Holmes, speak up.
Help me.
Holmes!
Aduh.
Holmes, speak up.
Please, John.
Holmes! Holmes!
Please, John.
Mana nih anak monyet nih?
I'm coming!
John! John, I'm falling!
Ternyata mentalnya lebih kuat si Watson ya? Atau mungkin gara-gara Sherlock duluan yang kena?
Keep talking!
John! John, I'm falling!
Sherlock? Where are you?
Please!
Oh my god.
Where are you?
Please!
Shit. Watson kan PTSD perang. Benar juga sih. Veteran perang Afgan ya.
Where are you? Please! Holmes! Holmes, come on, wake up! Thank heavens. What were you doing? What happened?
The whirlwind. The stars are so distant. The sun inverts the earth. It becomes transparent.
Sherlock, snap out of it.
Nothing is everything. We are so small, inconsequential. A shadow in the dark.
I think we best go back. You are not well, Sherlock.
No. We are so close. We cannot...
You asked that I intervene if I saw you cracking. This is me intervening.
With every passing minute, another life is extinguished. We must stop. Rochester, we must end this.
Ah, Sherlock, you almost died.
Do not worry about me, John. You have other men to save.
Louis. Obsidian deck.
Careful, Holmes.
Nyet, itu siapa Nyet?
Sir, are you all right? No response.
You believe from Iya. Lu bisa diem gak? Ngebak kayak semua nih ember di dunia ini.
The base appears to rotate.
Hands off, Holmes. We have no idea of its purpose.
Wih, petaka betulun. Asmat, you must familiarize the process of charging the colored lenses. There's the lenses there some.
The sheer form of it, the color, it makes me feel uneasy. This material feels very sturdy. It would take an enormous effort to break like that. Black, metallic, and with a characteristic hue. Obsidian yet again. They are all entranced, captivated by the light of the lens.
Oh, kita
Sherlock,
mesti
don't touch
ngegeser
it. We
itu.
still don't know what it is capable of.
How to stop the ritual? How to interrupt the hypnosis from the lens? Obsidian dagger. It's people. These devices with beams. Warning to assault fire. The lens must first be made vulnerable by charging them and energizing them with an beam. Tahu sih. Obsidian dagger ya bener. Habis ini tamat main Sherlock Holmes versi lain juga kah? Tidak, seperti ya. Aku cuma main ini karena ketululan. Pesan misi.
That's it! You did it! The lens broke!
John, the worshippers, we need to make sure.
Of course, I'll see if they're all right.
Louis.
Stop there, shipmates. A storm awakens and we've battened down the hatches.
Dirty Summers, I presume. Nice to put a
Akhirnya kita ketemu Dirty Summers.
sweat-covered face to a name.
That's no way to speak to a captain. Sherlock, get down!
Anjing. Oh my god.
Watson, you killed him.
I didn't have a choice.
Well, what's done is done. If we do not stop Rochester, Summer's death will be but one of many.
Ini bisa dibunuh kan ya? Dia ngambil senjata sih, harusnya dibunuh sih.
The sailor who didn't survive the storm.
The port of London feels so long ago.
My sanity
Forgive me,
is
Summers.
slipping away. I feel like I've been there.
Lower entrance.
They made sure no one could enter through the main door.
But some of the this is without caution, the worse the strange trips become. Esther says that soon everything will be very. Jadi dibayar sama Rochester buat milik-milik orang peta. R itu Rochester.
I know this company. They make Fresnel lenses, essential for any modern lighthouse lantern.
I heard the melody again. I heard the meditative rotation of the lantern. I can hear it over and present. Boy left me in this lock. I think I saw him swimming the other day in the inky sea. It's as sharp as a piranha. Hula. Luha, luha,
Pay for
lu.
padding. They didn't want their cargo damaged.
Smart scribble as collection of notes left himself or partners and place him that pup and that harlot. I wish the water would take them. The underground tunnels calls me again. Every time I go to sleep, I woke up in the caves. I woke an obsidian shard in my hand. I'm still in a moment that the caves will call me again. What I have witnessed in my dream is horrific, but I cannot resist. Ya halu semuanya udah ketululan semuanya lu.
It seems they have placed beam emitters all over the main gallery.
Okay.
Khalid lenses are placed inside the lantern room. They modify the gallery and watch room. One moment, Watson. I'll redraw this blueprint.
Okay. How to stop the ritual? Ini benar. Satu lagi. Nih blueprint. Kita mesti ngancurin Khalid lenses-nya. Habis itu dihancurin pakai obsidian dagger. We may need to work separately. Oke, bos. Kan yang ada lagi ya harusnya ya.
We shall apply what we just learned, charge the Khalid lenses, and break them with the dagger. That should put a stop to this cursed ritual.
All right, good. I confess, I worry about what awaits us. Is it too much to hope this will all come right?
If our future is black, it is better surely to face it like a man than to attempt to brighten it by mere will-o'-the-wisps of the imagination. Come on. We'll go together.
Udah mulai balik lagi kah mentalnya Sherlock?
Look at them all. We have to help them.
Watson, stop. Rochester will see you.
What should we do?
We get answers. Stay here, see to the lenses. I shall confront Rochester. He owes me the truth.
Orang gila.
Sherlock! Sherlock!
Ditanya kebenarannya seperti apa.
Mr. Holmes, you are late. Was the path here not as you anticipated?
You expected me?
We've stood here before, Mr. Holmes. Another you, another me. Many years ago. I wonder what will happen this time.
What? What are you talking about?
Join me. Bear witness to the end.
Ingloui! Ingloui!
You cannot bear witness to anything, Lord Rochester. You are blind.
How could you?
It is what I do.
No. How could you be so ignorant? For I have never seen more clearly than in this moment. Never felt more than I feel right now. Every fiber of the earth, every molecule reverberates in anticipation of the awakening. The bile of madness rises in our throats, just as our master rises below. I see moon beasts, night gaunts, a witch doctor in Arkham. I see what the stars themselves are dreaming. I know more than any man has ever known.
You are delusional. How did you do it? The compulsions, the visions, was it some form of hypnosis or no? A drug, perhaps? Tell me.
Bah! There is no ruse. There is no big reveal. It is exactly what it seems. You still fight so desperately against this truth, but you feel it too. Yes? Yes?
Sherlocknya masih berpikir dengan logika.
Are you really want to talk, Mr. Holmes? Speak truthfully now. In the port, in the swamp, what did you see?
Ini ada different ending gak sih? Gue males banget nih. Ah!
Something beyond the capacities of my imagination. A world so alien, but
so familiar. Yes, I see it too. In your mind's eye. Untold horrors lick their lips in the shimmering dreamlands as Sarnath sinks eternal.
Brilliant. Louis. Brilliant. Big Louis. Nyet, gue liat mana Nyet?
completely broken.
Bang, mana bang aku bang?
Something is missing. Interesting. This
mesti ke dalam situ. Joget bang.
But what is the point? What are you hoping to achieve with all this slaughter? Do these people deserve such suffering?
They are just tools. Their existence is meaningless unless put to use. Oh, all-seeing master. Oh, grand God beneath. How he has blessed them with purpose.
You use them for cruelty.
I've seen a man eat his own flesh just to hear the whispers of lizards. I've seen a mother behead her newborn that she might travel to another world. Galaxies swallow each other whole. Light folds in on itself until nothing remains. You know not cruelty, Mr. Holmes. Cruelty is for such knowledge to be beyond the reach of so many!
This is hubris delusion. You are Icarus flying too close to the sun.
No, no! You misinterpret the legend, Holmes. Icarus flew! He reached heights no man had ever reached.
Tapi kan mati
One
harus
must
bang.
imagine Icarus happy.
He burned. Rochester plummeted to his death.
And were you to ask him of his choice, he would have not a single regret. Every step I took was necessary. Every drop of blood a blessing. Every death predestined.
Gila.
Surely you understand. It was
Gila.
for knowledge. The only thing worth living for. Why must you remain so blind? Be honest. What is it you fear?
It doesn't matter.
Stop changing the subject. None of this is relevant.
No, no, no! You are lying to yourself, Mr. Holmes! Why? If you are not here for the truth, then you are a diversion, but no more! Rulor Kanga! Oh, Master! Oh, Great One! He has come! Take me! Accept
Dan
my
bilang gue salah terus
sacrifice!
gue mesti ngulang.
The world is yours!
Anjing goblok. Salah. Salah. Salah, Cok. Cok. Billion Baba Kagen. Benar. Goyang, 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 goyang.
What?
Yeah.
I've seen Galaxy. You.
This.
No.
He burned.
And were. Surely you understand.
I'm afraid of losing my mind. Coba jujur.
I'm afraid that it will cost me my sanity, much as it has cost you yours.
There is no such thing as sanity. There is only the world as it is, and one's willingness to accept it.
Oh benar. Pakai dulu. Riena kapal. Holmes. Mana? Oh, ini bisa ke sini. Mantap, Watson.
You truly believe it? That a god arises from below, that the world shall end?
There is only nothingness, only chaos and torture and endless time, stretching its wings, baring its teeth.
It's preposterous. It's nonsense. It's... You've drugged me. The fumes in the temple, narcotics, a bad reaction. Oh, you're one of my cross agents. Yes. Yes, this has the stink of my brother all over it. No, wait. Of course. I am dreaming in the asylum. In Black Edelweiss, tied to a chair.
You are standing right here, Holmes, as you always do.
You said that before. You said we had met, but I've never seen you before in my life.
The cycle repeats. Old becomes new, and we remain pawns in the hands of a god. Submit! Submit to your inconsequence!
It is unthinkable.
It is undeniable.
I cannot.
When you have eliminated all which is impossible, then whatever remains, however improbable,
Dia yang ngomong loh
must be the
kata-kata Sherlocknya.
Now, Holmes, now is the moment. You know it in your heart. Say it. Say it.
Bang Louis.
It's real. All of it. It's real.
Makin sering aja nih joggingnya nih. Gas terus bang. Gas terus bang. Tinggal yang ini ya. Gimana cara gua kesana? Kan ketutup. Laut sini lagi kah gua? Laut sini aja bang. Gua mesti muter guys. Goyang terus bang. Lewat mana? Gue mesti kesana, tapi gimana caranya? Reflektornya ada 2 kalau nggak salah. Oh, coba kita coba deh. Roket terus bang. Yang ini ya? Betul juga. Betul juga.
Maybe your god is unstoppable, but you are merely a man. And I know how to stop you.
What do you mean? What have you done?
I have made a friend.
Yeah! No! Curse you! Oh, great one, forgive me!
It is over, Rochester.
I thought this time would be different. But the gods laugh at man's arrogance.
Sherlock! Come back down! The wave!
Anjir, ada tsunami tiba-tiba.
Come with us! Turn yourself in, save yourself!
The abyss calls for me, Mr. Holmes, as it does for you. The final problem approaches, and you too shall fall.
Udah, Holmes.
Sherlock, please! Rochester, don't!
Such heights we reach!
Wah.
No! God! Sherlock, we must get inside! I have to see it, John. I have to know.
Udah anjir, stres. Kalau ketemu Tulul sih otak lu hilang, bro.
Apologies, did I rouse you? I could relocate to the study, but I wanted to be at hand should you need me.
No. The sound of your keys. It is my tether back to the waking world.
I find writing of our adventure helps me too. Perhaps at some point you could read it and tell me if it accords
Adventures
with your
of the
memory.
Lord and the
There are moments in our
Lighthouse.
journey that only you were privy to. Your encounter with Gygax, your visions with Light of the Abyss, your confrontation with Rochester.
No.
Pardon me?
Do not publish it. It would be professional suicide. You would be a laughingstock, a fabulist, concocting penny dreadfuls for the unwashed masses. And I would no longer attract a distinguished clientele, but madmen convinced I could connect them to their deceased relatives or help them capture a fairy.
Ah. It doesn't seem to get any better, does it?
When I close my eyes, John, I am falling. Falling into a black abyss. It is endless and suffocating and unforgiving. What I would give for a dreamless night.
It's going to be all right, Sherlock.
What is that?
It will help you rest.
No, not that. No, no. I say, Watson, would you be afraid to sleep in the same home as a lunatic, a man with softening of the brain, an idiot whose mind has lost its grip?
Not in the least.
That's lucky.
Buang. Juga yang mau percaya anjir. Tamat bro. Rusak tapi Sherlocknya bro. Sherlocknya rusak tamat ya. Siapa yang gak rusak anjing? Gua mau ketulu mitos. Menarik sih tapi ini. Sebuah implementasi yang menarik ya guys ya. Antara dua universe yang jauh berbeda. Yang satu logic banget, Sherlock. Yang satu insane banget, ketulul. Ini ada itu ya nggak cuy, after credit teh. Gue masih penasaran. Selalu deh penasaran kalau ketululan. Jijik guys. Seru ya. Ceritanya menarik, engaging. Shoot dulu. Sherlock Holmes The Awaken after credit. Terus sih berawal dari Rifan. Nah, kayaknya. Bangsat Aijen ngasih 5/10. Sulit sih emang mau percaya Sherlock ya rusak. proofreading translation. Ah, skip. Ah, nggak ada apa-apa guys. Lumayan lah 8 chapter. Menarik sih game nya. Kangen Heidi nggak? Heidi nggak bang. Terima kasih bang. Aku ngedengar kata Heidi langsung kebayang di otakku tuh itu boneka brengsek. Kesel banget. Jadi ingetin lagi guys. Oke, apa biasa penilaian skor ya. Apa aja sih gue biasanya? Grafik, ada graphical bug dikit-dikit yang badannya hilang segala macem, mengurangi 1 skor lah, itu 9. Grafiknya 9. Bisanya bagus kok untuk game seperti ini. Gua menilainya berdasarkan game ya guys ya. Wing Lui, udah apa ketulu. Oke. Terus sound could be better. Tapi lumayan mencekam sih di beberapa daerah, jadi gue kasih 8. Gameplaynya agak weak spotnya di gameplay sih menurut gue. Karena kita cuma ngerjain puzzle-puzzle doang sama dan menurut gue nggak terlalu susah-susah banget sih, nggak terlalu ngestak banget. Dah, habis itu apalagi? Satu lagi biasanya teh grafik, sound, gameplay, story menurut gue 8 lah. Dia agak bisa menyatukan kedua universe, walaupun ya sulit dipahami bagaimana Sherlock yang sangat imba itu bisa rusak otaknya ya, tapi emang pasti rusak sih yang itu. Jadi sama Cthulhu mitosnya tuh agak kurang di bagian space horrornya. Nah itu ya udah, jadi itu penilaian gue. Tapi menarik kok game. Kalau lagi diskon, lagi mau nyoba mainin sendiri, segituan lah ya. Next Eleanor bang. Nggak bang, masih banyak game lainnya ya bang ya, ntar aku mainin lagi. Dah, kalau gitu kita sudahi dulu perjalanan story. Di tengah-tengah tiba-tiba ada game story ya guys ya. Besok kita bakal kembali lagi, atau nanti kita bakal kembali lagi ke streaming seperti biasanya. Makasih buat semua yang udah nonton, sudah menemani perjalanan Sherlock merusak otaknya sendiri. So you close the case, yes, but at what cost my sanity? Gue sih udah nggak jelas aja sih abis ini Sherlock kayak udah rehat aja deh hidupnya. Masuk asilum deh. Yang horror cuman Heidi doang. Iya, dan itu pun bukan space horror yang kayak Cthulhu Mythos. Ketika kita diculik masuk daerah Cthulhu Mythosnya tuh kurang menyeramkan gitu menurut gue. Dah. Ya sudah, sampai berjumpa lagi nanti ya guys ya. Makasih banyak semuanya. Bye bye. Really?